My name is Kanchan. I represent ISO Electronic here today. It's a Germany-based company. We are into electronic components like building SMT assemblies and PCBs and stuff. So you want to know in details about it, you can watch Dominic's last year's presentation. He did a pretty good job in explaining what we do. So we have a very small team. We are like 4 people, which were actually formed like 3 months ago. So before that, we were just 2 developers, and now we are 4 of us. And we are like scattered all over the world, sort of. So we have a developer in Philippines, and she calls herself open source advocate. So she's very much into open source projects. And 2 others in Greece, and myself, and Dominic himself, he's a team member too. And he's also an open source enthusiast. So we met up in our ISO Electronic office last month. It was sort of a kickoff to our software development. And we came up with this workflow. It was drafted last month. So I want to go through this slide. I've put much effort into putting it together, though. So like our first step is, so we are not service providers. We are trying to implement it for ourselves. So we're not making much of money out of it. So, we're just trying to do it for ourselves. So our workflow includes that our first priority is our users. So we connect with our user, we try to understand what their problem is. And we try to structure our problem, and then we consider all our stakeholders. When I say stakeholders, for us, it's our users, the foundation, the community, the FREPE team, like everyone. We include everyone into it. And we create issues, milestones. We have our own GitLab repository. We create issues there, and we consolidate and we put it on the GitHub also. So then we meet up as a team and try to brainstorm how to fix the issue or a feature. It doesn't have to be an issue if it's a feature also. And then we start a Discuss post or a GitHub issue and try to get attention from the foundation and the FREPE team, really. We're really trying to do that. And not been very successful, but yes, it's getting there. And
you're not trying hard enough.
We are trying hard enough, I feel. And then, so then we have to present our solution, our prototype to our user. So we need first approval from our users also, that if they like it or not. And the community comes later that you like it or not. So we present it to them, we write code, unit tests, documentation, patches. We are really trying to follow whatever FREPE team asks us to do. It's right there, it's in our workflow. We have FREPE and Discuss and everywhere. And code review and testing as usual. So if it's an open source, then FREPE team does it for us. Or if it's for us, then we do it ourselves. And then we test the solution on staging. We maintain our own staging branch to test out stuff. And bug fixing, update production. And then we have to help our user also to implement the whole thing. So this is the workflow, and people here, some belong to the first part, some belong to the second part, some towards the end. So we go through the whole life cycle, I feel. So that is there. And so these are the custom-made solutions which we have and sort of our future contributions. So that was put up before yesterday's everything. So these are future contributions from before. No, I did not. I did not add it later. So, so we have equipment maintenance. So we had a lots of discussion about it in our meeting also. And so right now, FREPE has asset management, and then they have maintenance. So maintenance module is just for the customers right now. So we implemented something called equipment maintenance for our fixed assets. We are a manufacturing firm. We have lots and lots of machines and stuff to take care of. So it's for their maintenance. But idea is, so my post is ready, I'm going to post it. So about how we want it to be like extend the maintenance module from ERPNext and like merge the two things together so that the maintenance module can be used for the company itself, the company machines and stuff, and also for the customer machines. So that's the plan for equipment maintenance. And then we have inventory count tool. So for this one, we are not sure. So it's a very hard decision to make that. Does it go to the core contribution or do we keep it to ourselves? So this was something we created on a fly, in like a day, I would say, because we had some inventory issues. So it's just.
What is the business problem you're solving with this one, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
All right, sorry.
Yeah. So basically, we had an issue where the system quantity showed us something else and our physical quantity was something else. So we really wanted to just simply count the stuff physically and see what's the difference and just create the entries. So this is something we created on a fly for ourselves. So I'm not sure if people would want it. You would? Sure.
I would certainly want it. Is it because you have a batch ID that you couldn't use the stock reconciliation tool?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, it's because of the batch. Okay. So yeah. So this is there. So now Ellen wants it, so we're going to put it back. So because we were not able to make a decision because it was something like. So next is training. I want to talk about training. So we have. So training was very interesting. That is it kind of going through the whole life cycle, which I just explained. So my team member Dory, she put up we decided to integrate our stuff from training with the ERPNext training. So she puts up a discuss post with all the mock-ups and descriptions and everything very nicely. Okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we want to do it. And, well, except for Rishabh, I don't think so anyone else from the community or anywhere else we got support. So it really comes down to Rishabh all the time that he's the one who has to reply and do stuff, right? So the whole discussion went on, and we got somewhere with the discussion that, okay, this is how we're going to do it. So this is in the process right now that it's going into the core. Some small contributions are already gone, and another one is on its way for training module. So that's training. And then we have delivery service tour. So it's cool. It's so we do customer deliveries using our own company trucks. So it just takes so it just calculates the time the driver left the facility and the customers where he's going to deliver the stuff and the estimated arrival time. So it's just like any other delivery service does that. Okay, your estimated time of arrival is this. So that's what it does. So right now it's just for our delivery services. But I heard there are people who have already done FedEx implementations and other implementations, and we are thinking about that. So it will really save our time if people would just contribute it back and let us also have it. So yes, so that is there. And so again, if this is something anyone would want, we can put it back. Yeah, it uses Google Maps in the background, and it just calculates the estimated time for you, not the real time, but yeah, which is good. Yes, yeah. And then we have it's an ongoing project. It's called Electronic Component Search Engine. So I'm just putting it up because we had a discussion about Hub. So probably Hub is just for the ERPNext users, right? So we had a little bigger need than just Hub. So here we just, from our suppliers, we use their APIs. And so we deal in thousands and thousands of teeny tiny components. So we need to figure out at what price I can get this stuff from which supplier. So we came up with this electronic component search engine. We just put in the component ID, and so we get the list of suppliers who are supplying it and what quantity they have and what amount they are supplying it. It's just a search engine, but it's not on ERPNext. It's different from ERPNext. So maybe in future we can talk about how Hub and this can go together, if it can go together anyways. Okay, so the roadmap. So I don't have like listed down stuff for the roadmap. So this is us right now. This is what we do right now. This is what we use right now. So we have Asana for project management, and we have Help Scout for communication with customer and supplier, and we are still stuck at Navision for most of our things, and then there is ERPNext also. So ESO has been associated with ERPNext for a very long time, and we have not been able to move completely onto ERPNext yet because of some of the shortcomings, which we are trying to overcome now. So our roadmap is just this. We just want to go from here to here. So we want everything in here. We don't want to use any other software. We just want to use ERPNext. So yeah, we are working towards it. So I'm going to talk about some of our challenges here. So blanket order. I love blanket order. So we had, again, a very big discussion about, very big post about blanket order on the Discuss forum, right? And we wanted to implement it. So all these things listed here, we are not asking anyone to implement it for us or build for us. This is something we're going to do. But our challenge is we need help to get things done. So we started a Discuss post about blanket orders, and it kind of got lost. So we didn't got a like definite answer about should we do it in a core or should we just do it for ourselves. So yeah, so we are stuck. We don't know what to do.
Everybody needs this. A lot of people,
So you're saying it now, right? So we needed to reply on the Discuss post. We needed it there, like be affirmative, like yes.
You know, if I can't spend too much time on Discuss, but I'll try and get there at,
Yeah,
really,
so
but that's something that everybody has got, that blanket order, thing in there.
So
and then, okay, I'll pay more attention to your Discuss posts, all right? And then, we will figure that out.
Yeah, so first thing to do is like really have to have a Discuss post, like to have attention from everyone. I think that's the starting point for building any feature. Like have attention from the community, from the foundation, and from Frappe team. Like, okay, this is what we are thinking to do before you even implement it. Like, we don't want to like just implement and just like take it. We have done it. We have done this. Like we are sort of in a way trying to do it together. So okay, these are the mockups. This is how we're going to do it. So what do you say about it? And like go together, not like we have done it, now take it. So we don't want to do it that way. So we're going to go together. And then, so there are payment terms. I'm waiting for Babatunde's PR to be merged. Really looking forward for that. And these are like some manufacturing issues, which are like very pressing issues for us right now. Like really bottlenecks, because of which we are not able to migrate to ERPNext. So alternative BOM lines, very, very important to us. We cannot go forward without that. So, and then routing links, and then operation-based productions. So again, something we cannot go forward without it. So right now, we cannot just start a production unless we have all the items available. And that's not the case. It is operation-based. So all the bombs has to be operation-based and everything. So these are some of the things. And then stock transfer from one company to another. This is another thing. And then the last one is also very important, the PDF prints. The PDF prints are really very bad right now. So it's like you see a very good print preview. Oh my God, this is so pretty. This is so nice. Like, and when you print a PDF and you send it to a customer, you look very crappy because the whole CSS is disturbed. It's bold and it's like it's not good at all to be sent out to the customer right now. So these are some of the issues which we are facing, like before we completely migrate to ERPNext. And we are doing it, like we are planning to do it ourselves. We are not like really being dependent on someone to do it, but we need help. We will need help from people to tell us that, okay, this is the right way to do it, this is the wrong way to do it, and we'll need help from Frappe team itself to, go forward. And we face some contribution challenges too. So like I said, our blanket order post died. Like no one talks about it anymore. So we are in a phase that do we do it for ourselves or do we do it for everyone? So we are stuck, right? And then, so yeah, it goes hand in hand. So we're not getting much support from the community or the foundation here. So if we are raising, like, we have a training issue raised on GitHub, so no one is like, yay, do it, bleh, don't do it. So we're not getting any thumbs up or thumbs down anywhere. And so we have like so much things. We're not putting everything there at once. We're gonna go step by step. Right now it's training, then we're gonna go equipment, then bomb lines, and like, step by step, we're getting there. And so merging of pull requests sometimes take longer than expected, and that's true. So we have pull requests which stays there for weeks sometime, and so yeah, that's a challenge. So for training, so like, it's not just we have to keep up with the community and development. We have our own milestones, we have our own deadlines. So for training, our deadline was last night. We should be done by training, but we were not. We are just at 48% because the whole training discussion took longer than expected. It should be done like in 2-3 days, like people just replying, okay, let's do this, and then get it done. So yeah, we are lagging behind in our timeline. So that's it. And then the solution is, of course, better together.